Hey there, Heather. Hello there. Chef Cutter Diamond welcoming you to another time travel tennis tournament. We are in week 3 at the Players Championship of Delray Beach. We have the Open Era tournament with 88 players. And, well, at first, now it's down to 86 after Jimmy Connors and John McEnroe won their tournaments, meaning that they will not be involved in any more tournaments until the end. Well, until the tournament champions and also the Grand Slams. You are allowed to compete in the Grand Slams if your clients are McEnroe. So that's good for them. Of course, we got some important options and all that. So let's start. The 1 seed Arthur Ashe will take on Cliff Drysdale. You know from ESPN commentary, and Drysdale loses. They face either the Australian Fred Stoll or the Czech Jan Kodesh. And Kodesh, who won the 73 Wimbledon, that was badly boycotted because of the whole Nikki Pilic thing, loses to Stoll. Big win for Stoll there. Rostango of the U.S. against the Spaniard Higueras, and it's Rostango winning. The 15th seed Manuel Orantes will take on Mancini of Argentina and win. So it's Orantes for Rostango. The 12th seed Emilio Sanchez of Spain taking on Sundstrom of Sweden and a win. The American Grabner versus Triak, and Grabner wins. Michael Stich, the German superstar against Novacek from the Czech Republic, and Stich wins. And then you got the 5 seed Stefan Edberg from Sweden against Brian Teacher, and he wins. So Edberg will face Stich. The 3 seed Bjorn Borg takes on Branilovic of Croatia and beats him 7-5, 6-3. Dibley versus Arias. It will be Arias who will move on to round 2. The 13th seed Clerc loses to Gimano of Spain. Reason versus Andres Gomez, and it'll be Reason who will move on. The 9th seed Boris Becker beats Johan Creek of the US 3 sets. That Creek would be from Holland. And Pesci from Paraguay took care of the Frenchman Prosy to move on to face Becker. The 7th seed Max Wieslander beats Patrick McNamara from the US. Australia. The US is Anacone versus Andrea Panata, and sees Anacone win. The 2 seed Guillermo Fielas from Argentina against Lutz from the United States. And he beats Lutz in 3 sets. And then you got Metrofelli from Russia versus Pernfors from Sweden. And it will be Pernfors who will win this match. The 16 seed Fitas Gulatis will take on Roscoe Tanner. Big Battle of America. It's a Fitas win. You got the Australian Pat Cash against Barasucci from Italia and Pash Kachi. Meyer versus Tom Gullickson, pair of Americans, and it will be Meyer who beats Gullickson. The 11th seed Ili Nastasi against Brad Gilbert. I did a sports catastrophe from a while ago, and Nastasi wins. The 8th seed Yannick Noah versus Martin, and he loses to Martin, so Yannick Noah falters. You got the American Kevin Curran against Bertolucci, and Curran wins, so he'll face Martin in the next round. 4th seed Ivan Lando, US. He could have had Jack Flag on him too, but he will beat the South African McMillan and beat him. Sullivan from the US and Henri Leconte from France. And Sullivan wins. The 14th seed Carlson from Sweden beats Pasabal 6-4, 6-3. And then you got Mercer from Slovakia against Telscher from the States. And it'll be Telscher who wins. 10 seed Stan Smith, not from American Dad. He faces Dick Stockton. I think that's Dick Stockton. Yeah, Dick Stockton. It beats him, so Stan Smith wins. And he'll face Dibbs, his fellow countryman, who beat Nystrom of Sweden. The 6th seed John Newcomb, upset by Jay Berger, 6-4, 6-3. And Pilic, the man who incited the 1973 players' boycott of Wimbledon, beats Richie. We're at 32. We got Reason versus Shimano unseeded, and it's Reason who'll move on to the round of 16. You got Martin versus Curran, the Battle of the U.S. And Curran wins when Martin pulls out due to injury, even though he won the first set. That sucked. And then the other unseeded match, Berger versus Pillage. We'll see Berger win the match, and a close one. The 3-seed Bjorn Borg beat Arias to face Reason. 11-seed Nastasi beats Meyer to face Curran. And the 10-seed Stan Smith wins, he'll face Berger. And the 1-seed Arthur Ashe beats Stoll in straight sets. And it'll be Orentes who beats Rostango. 12-seed Sanchez beats Graebner. And the 5-seed Edberg beats Steech, so it's Sanchez versus Edberg. The 9-seed Boris Becker beats Pesci in straight sets. And the 7-seed Mats Wielander beats Anacone in straight sets, so it's Becker versus Wielander. Nice match up there. The 2-seed Filas beats Penforce. And Pat Cash beats Vitas. So Cash versus Filas. 4-seed Ivan Lando beats Sullivan in 3 sets. And he'll face Telscher, who beat Carlson. Every matchup has at least 1 seed in it. Reason, who's still in as unseeded, gets crushed by Borg. Pat Cash gets taken down by Filas. Kevin Curran gets crushed by Nastasi. Telscher moves on to the quarterfinals, beating Ivan Lendl. He'll face another American, and it will be Smith who will move on to the quarterfinals against Telscher. Wielander beats Becker in 2 sets, so it's Borg versus Wielander, so we'll have a Swede in the semi for sure. Stefan Edberg beats Emmanuel Sanchez. And Orentes, big upset over Ashe. So Orentes versus Edberg. So we have 3 Swedes in one half of the funny thing about the Swedes is that they're all in one half of the bracket, whereas the 2 Americans are in the other one. Telscher is the only unseeded member left. Loses in 3 sets to Smith. And then Filas beats Nasasi, so Filas will face Stan Smith in the semifinal. Edberg beats Orentes, sending an all-Swedish semifinal. And coming out of it will be Borg, who beats Wielander after losing 6-1 in the first set. So you got Borg versus Edberg and Smith versus Filas. They decided to have Smith Filas go first. And it's Smith who shocks Filas to move on to the final. Stan Smith. And it will be Edberg who will move on. Borg thought he had it, but it's Edberg. So it's Edberg and Smith who go toe-to-toe in the final. Take the bracket, 5 versus 10. Stefan Edberg beat Michael Steech. Milo Sanchez, Michael Orentes, and then Björn Borg. So it'd be 2 Spaniards, a German, and a Swede. Stan Smith, the 10 seed, beat Dibbs, beat Berger, beat Telscher. He actually didn't face a seed until Filas, and we thought that, Smith was just like one lucky duck because he foiled Lendl next to Telscher. But nope, that didn't happen. So it'll be Edberg versus Smith for the final. 5 versus 10. They have yet to play each other head to head, but we'll see what happens here and see who wins this one.
Quiet please, Edberg to serve. First game. Play.
Here we go.
Out! 15 love. 30 love. 40 love. Out! 40 15. Out! Game Edberg. First game. 15 love. 15 all. 30 15. 40 15. Out. Game Smith. One game all, first set. 15 love. 30 love. 40 love. Game Edinburgh. Edinburgh leads 2 games to 1, first set. 15 love. 30 love. 40 love. 40 15. 40 30. Game Smith. 2 games all, first set. Love 15. 30. 15 30. 30 all. 40 30. Deuce. Out. Advantage Edinburgh. Out. Deuce. Advantage Edinburgh. Out. Game Edinburgh. Edinburgh leads 3 games to 2, first set. 15 love. Out. 15 all. Out. 15 30. Out. 15 40. Out. Out. Game Edinburgh. Edinburgh leads 4 games to 2, first set. 15 love. Out. 30 love. Out. 40 love. Game Edinburgh. Edinburgh leads 5 games to 2, first set.
Oh, it looks good for Edinburgh.
Out. 15 love. 30 love. Out. 30 15. 40 15. Game Smith. Edinburgh leads 5 games to 3, first set.
Bad luck for Edinburgh.
Love 15. 15 all. Out. Out. 30 15. 40-15. Game and first set, Edberg. 6 games to 3.
So Edberg strikes first. Still a little bit of time. Do a few games.
Out. 15 love. Out. 30 love. 40 love. Game, Smith. First game, second set. 15 love. 15 all. Out. 15-30. Out. 15-40. Out. 30-40. Deuce. Advantage, Edberg. Out. Game, Edberg. 1 game all, second set. Out. 15 love. Out. 30 love. Out. 30-15. Out. 40-15. Game, Smith. Smith leads 2 games to 1, second set.
Keep going.
Out. 15. 15 all. Out. 30-15. Out. 40-15. Out. Game, Edberg. 2 games all, second set.
Sure. This is I see.
15 love. Out. 15 all. 15-30. Out. 30 all. 40-30. Out. Deuce. Out. Out. Advantage, Smith. Game, Smith. Smith leads 3 games to 2, second set.
Well, autoplay 1, 2, 3. And it's, well, he was up 3-2, but Edberg crushes at 6-3, 6-4, 6-4. So Edberg, the 5 seed, will move on and win this tournament, sending Smith packing. He actually was the runner-up to Connors in the US Pro Indoor, but he won. He wins this one, beating Stan Smith. Statistics-wise, he's technically number 4 behind Connors. Borg's still number 1. Oh, Connors number 2, McEnroe number 3. Everyone's been one event. Emil Sanchez, number 12. So, yep. Arthur Ashe, number 22. But yeah, you slipped up a little bit. So, yeah, nothing really to do about it. But them's the breaks. Anyhow, I'm going to do